Hello everyone, and welcome back to Unbound Learners Pre-K. My name is Nina. What's your name? It's so nice to meet you. Let's get started with our good morning song. Stretch those arms out like airplane wings and fly to one side, fly over to the other side, fly back to the middle, and now take your airplane wings into a big circle out in front of you like this. Next, raise the circle up over your head and stretch to one side, stretch over to the other side. One last stretch up at the top, and we'll bring the circle back down and sing together. Good morning, dear earth. Good morning, dear sun. Good morning, dear rocks and flowers, everyone. Good morning, dear beast and birds in the trees. Good morning to you and good morning to me. Good morning, friends. I hope that you are having a wonderful day so far. Before we get started, there are 3 things that we need to do quickly. First, let's turn on our listening ears. The next thing that we need to do is put on our thinking hats. So you look for your thinking hat. I'm going to try to find mine. Mine is over here. Put it on top of my head, and today my thinking hat has some buttons under my chin. So I'm going to button it up. And the third and final thing that we need to do is warm up our hearts. How do we do that? Will you show me how? That's right. Boom, 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 boom. And now we can get started with the calendar and weather chart. But first, before we do that, I want to wish Sophia a very happy birthday. Today, Sophia turns 4 years old, and I have a special song to share with her. It goes like this. The earth goes round the sun, the earth goes round the sun. It takes a year to go around, the earth goes round the sun. So because it takes the earth 1 whole year to travel around the sun, that means that Sophia has traveled around the sun 4 times. Today is Sophia's 4th birthday. Happy birthday, Sophia. I hope that you have an amazing day. And now, let's move on to the calendar and weather chart. First, let's begin with the date. We'll start off with the month, which is right up here. Do you know what the month is? June. You're right. Today is June 15th, Sophia's birthday. Let's move the chip over from yesterday. Yesterday was June 14th, and today is June 15th, 2021. But you can also say that the year is 2021. Both ways are correct. Let's get out those counting fingers and warm them up by giving them a little stretch. And now let's count all of the days that we've had so far in the month of June. Starting with the number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. We counted 15 days so far in the month of June. We are exactly halfway through the month of June. Now let's sing the Days of the Week song. How many fingers should we hold up for that song? Will you show me? 7. You're right. Because we have 7 days in our week, we hold up 7 fingers like this. If you know the words, you can sing along with me. There are 7 days, there are 7 days, there are 7 days in a week. Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Let's go down to the bottom of the chart. This says that yesterday was Monday, the first day of the weekday. So today is Tuesday, and tomorrow will be Wednesday. But let's sing Today is Tuesday together. It goes like this. Today is Tuesday, today is Tuesday, today is Tuesday, all day long. Today is Tuesday, today is Tuesday, today is Tuesday, all day long. Back up at the top of the chart, we have the season. Do you know what the season is? Spring! It's springtime where I live. And now let's go back down and sing the weather song together. What's the weather? What's the weather? Can you tell? Can you tell? Is the sun shining? Is the rain falling? Can you tell? Can you tell? So as you can see, my picture down here has not changed since yesterday. Yesterday was a cloudy day, and it's still cloudy today. When I look outside, the sun is hiding behind all of those gray and white clouds. And my temperature chart is on orange. Another warm and cloudy day where I live. What do you see out your window, friends? Thanks for sharing the weather with me. Now let's move on to the letter, the number, and the sign of the week. So yesterday we talked all about this uppercase letter. Do you remember the sound that it makes? Let's make that sound together. And do you remember what letter this is called? M. That's right. This is an uppercase or capital M. M says Are you ready to guess what's inside of the letter box? It's something that starts with the letter M. Here's your first clue. This is a type of a leaf. This leaf comes from a tree that gives us maple syrup. Do you know what type of a leaf this is? Let's take a peek. I have a maple leaf. So this maple leaf comes from a maple tree. A maple tree has sap, and that makes maple syrup when it's boiled. Maple starts with the letter M. This is how you write an uppercase or capital M. One more time. Yesterday we also went over this number. Do you remember what number this is? 3. That's right. And let's count 3 fingers together. Are you ready? 1, 2, 3. The number 3. Now let's count to the number 3 using the large bead frame. This week we are going to count to the number 3 using the large bead frame. So we are going to count the green beads at the top, which are units. Let's count 3 of them. 1, 2, 3. 3 units. And what do we have inside of the box to count today? Oh, I have some flowers right here. Let's count how many flowers I have. 1, 2, 3. 3 flowers. And do you remember what kinds of flowers these are? These are called daisies. So daisies have white petals and they have a yellow middle like this. 3 flowers. Yesterday we also learned a new sign of the week. I showed you how to say beach. in sign language. Would you like to try? Let's do that together. Beach. When I think about the ocean or the beach, I think about large open areas that are sunny and hot. This is because there are no trees to provide shade at the beach. Whenever I'm out in the sun, especially at the beach, I protect my skin a few ways. Can you think of any way to protect yourself from the sun? How about wearing a sun hat or putting on sunscreen? The sunlight is very helpful in so many ways, but since it's also very powerful, it is so important to protect our skin from the UV rays. UV rays from the sun can burn our skin, and that's called a sunburn. So when that happens, your skin gets hot and red, and sometimes it can make you feel a little bit sick. So in order to prevent a sunburn, you can put on sunscreen or suntan lotion on your skin before you go outside. Today's work is a great practical life skill to practice, just in time for summertime. For today's work, you are going to need some sunscreen or suntan lotion and a mirror. So there are a few different options for sunscreen. Maybe you have sunscreen that comes like this and you just pour it out into your hand like a cream. Maybe you have sunscreen that comes in a can like this and you press a button on top and it sprays out. Or maybe you have sunscreen that comes in a stick like this. So let me show you the different ways that you can apply this sunscreen in order to protect yourself from the sun. Let's go over the first option. So this sunscreen, I'm going to squeeze out into my hand and it's going to look like a white cream. So let's open it up. And I'm going to take my fingers and squeeze it into a flat hand like this. Here it comes. I'm just going to work on putting it on my face first. So I have my mirror. I'm going to look in my face. And let's see, the first place that I like to put sunscreen is on my nose. So I'm going to take my finger and dip it in the sunscreen and just put it on my nose like this and over onto my cheeks. So now when I look in the mirror, I can see that I have some white dots on my nose and on my cheeks. And I'm just going to use my fingers like this and rub the sunscreen into my skin until I don't see any more white marks like that. And then I can keep dipping my finger into the sunscreen and putting it on my chin, on my forehead, even on my ears, around all the rest of my face, and just keep rubbing in until I don't see any more white marks. So let's go over this option. This is actually one of my favorite ways to put on sunscreen because it's a little bit less messy. There's a little lock at the top. I'm just going to unlock it. And I'm going to use my finger and I'm going to spray it into my hand like this. So if I'm putting sunscreen on my face, instead of spraying it on my face, I like to spray it into my hand and then I just rub it onto my face. But for this type of sunscreen, it's great to just spray it directly onto your skin like this. And then you rub it in. So I'm rubbing it into my arms, making sure that I don't see any white. And that's how I know that it's all rubbed in. So my face is covered in sunscreen. My arms are covered in sunscreen. Let's go over the last way to apply sunscreen. This is a sunscreen stick. It almost looks like a glue stick. So I'm going to remove the cap like this. And just like you're using a glue stick, you just twist the bottom until it comes up a little bit. So I'm going to put it on my ears. And I can't see my ears, but I can use my mirror and I can rub it onto my ears like this. And then just rub it in so that I don't white. Let's do the same to the other ear. I have my sunscreen stick. I'm going to rub it into my ears and rub it in so that I don't see any white. So, my sunscreen is on my face, my ears, and my arms, and now I'm ready to go outside. Let's get back to circle time. Welcome back to circle time, friends. Thanks for learning with me today. If you haven't already, please subscribe to my channel. Give this video a big thumbs up and find me on OutSchool for my live and interactive classes. You can also support my channel by checking out my Patreon page and gain access to bonus features for your child. Before we go, it's time to sing our goodbye song. Goodbye, friends. Goodbye, friends. Goodbye, friends. I'll see you next time. Have a great day, everyone, and I'll see you tomorrow.